Playing for your country in the biggest stage like a World Cup, the Olympics, or the World Championship is considered the pinnacle of sport. Winning is everything. But when it comes to cricket, the IPL, the Indian Premier League, seems to be slowly occupying a very critical space. A crucial part in the cricketing calendar and a key chapter in players' careers. Recent confessions by certain former cricketers have put the spotlight sharply on the IPL. How important is it to perform at this stage? Can it truly affect a cricketer's journey in the sport? And is the pressure that immense? Now, IPL is a beast of a tournament, and I say it with great pride. It's established itself as one of India's premier leagues the world over. It's a globally recognized brand and cricketing property. Fans can never get enough of this league. The window is also ideal. And cricket contests are electrifying. The fan base, the broadcast, all are synced up to be a part of a carnival. But if you thought that is exactly what the franchises and the cricketers themselves feel, then that it is a carnival, then you are horribly mistaken. The IPL is that pressure point in every year for all franchises in it, from the players to the owners and everyone in between. We really do not have to dig too deep or have heart-to-heart conversations with too many athletes or people involved in those franchises to realize and comprehend this. Look, I've worked closely with a couple of these teams, and it's given me a very clear idea and picture around this tournament. The IPL is no kiddie playground. It's serious business, and there is a lot on the line. Let's start with a case in point closer to home with R. Ashwin, who made a glorious comeback to the yellow team just last year. It was the biggest homecoming story of 2025, and there was much fanfare around his return to the Super Kings outfit. The season unfolded, and it ended up being the worst one for CSK, who finished last, and for Ashwin too. It was an edition where he barely got to feature in the 11. The spinner all-rounder reflected on that season recently.
I recently spent a disappointing season with CSK. In my mind, I could have played more, but emotionally, I just did not have the bandwidth to play. It's mentally disturbing. I don't want to go there.
One IPL season and with CSK pulled the plug on his career is what he says. That's what he truly believes, and it's not just him. Kevin Pietersen believed that his stint with the IPL affected his relations with his cricket board.
I made sacrifices, and they were big sacrifices. I lost my career because of IPL. It's the only reason why everybody went against me in the ECB. The ECB used the Telegraph at the time to go after me, and then they shifted.
The IPL is a lucrative tournament. It's that time of the year when cricketers can really reap the rewards of their hard work via these contracts. But it's also that time when pressure mounts on each one of them, because you need to be able to deliver for the price that you are being paid. It's as simple as that. For many cricketers, it's a balancing act. For fast bowlers in particular, it is to stay injury-free, because a World Cup may be just around the corner that very year. For young captains, it's a double-edged sword where certain franchises will not give you wiggle room for failure or any time to breathe and experiment. For others, particularly the foreign players, it's a different ballgame. They have to turn up for the jersey they wear and are born into, their national colours, just as much as they crave the spotlight of the IPL. Bottom line, the Indian Premier League is one window you just can't miss, but there are sacrifices you have to make for that. It's a huge chunk of match practice in the year that is invaluable to your growth, and ultimately it's big bucks. It's a way to catapult yourself to the big league and get more to notice you from right around the world, which would translate to more contracts, more cricket. IPL is that golden ticket wherein you always have to pay the price too. Very few. The stars and some legends can work their way through an IPL without having to feel much of that heat or noise or pressure from outside. But for them, it's a different kind of battle, one that they have to fight every day. Non-performance or a slump for these legends can hurt more. It can cut a deep scar like it did with India's Rohit Sharma one year. So safe to say, IPL is a hard playground. It is ruthless, unforgiving, and it is an arena that will test, challenge, and push everyone to the limit. These confessions only attest to a fact that many in the franchises are living through constantly. And maybe that's one thing you as fans should reflect on every time you cheer or criticize your favorite team or cricketer.
The world moves fast. Power shifts. Unexpected developments. Changing alliances. Every day brings a new headline. But headlines are only the beginning. Because behind every story, there is context. There are consequences and there are questions worth asking. Find the answers. Understand the story. Take on the world. This is Hemkor Saroya for Firstpost Vantage.
The world doesn't fit in boxes, so why should your news? From battlefields to negotiation tables, from internet outrage to real-world injustice. The conversations everyone is having and the ones they're avoiding. It's the same show, but this new year, Firstpost America gets a new look. I'm Kerry Johnston, and this is Firstpost America.